American election has come and gone. We all saw how it started. We watched everything, fact and figures, how the campaign unfolded, and we saw the election proper. And we saw the winner. Donald J. Trump has been declared the winner. Here is the analysis, an in depth analysis of the real reason Kamala Harris failed. This is the account of Dan McLaughlin of Daily Mail. Kamala Harris was carried along on a brilliantly orchestrated handoff, to be sure, but she picked a dud of a running mate in Tim Waz instead of George Shapiro, the popular governor of Pennsylvania. She also hid from press, then stumbled in interviews and delivered word salad speeches. Who does that? Now let us look in detail of this in-depth analysis proper. The reason why Kamala Harris failed. Though none of that now seems to have mattered, for in the end, she was irrevocably tied to Biden. She couldn't escape her role in the cover up of his cognitive decline, nor could she escape his disastrous legacy. Before Biden dropped out of the race, it looked as if Trump would run the table. Harris gave the Democrats enough enthusiasm to stave off a wider collapse, but she couldn't change that trajectory. The election ended pretty much where it was in July, a Trump blowout. Americans forgave a lot of Trump's misdeeds, not because they changed their opinions of him, but because they believed he could do a better job than Biden. Years of runaway inflation ate away at family budgets. The border was let open, crime surged. Afghanistan was abandoned to the Taliban after Americans had bled there for 20 years. Putin and Hamas ran wild. Crazy woke policies and gender pushed men into women's sports. Americans across the map rebelled, with Hispanic voters leading the way. Democrats faced setbacks with blue collar, white milled Democrats faced setback with blue collar, white Midwesterners, Southwesterners, Latinos, outer boroughs, New Yorkers, Virginians, and Southerners in North Carolina and Georgia. Arab voters in Michigan abandoning Kamala Harris over the Gaza war were the icing on the cake. Kamala Harris must have realized that she messed up. The name calling and trying to overshadow Trump with emotional blackmailing and mind game failed. To say, every time Biden surfaced in the campaign, he made things worse. He said Trump needed to be locked up and that his voters were garbage. But he also defended Ron DeSantis. When Kamala Harris tried to say the Florida governor was refusing to take her calls as devastating hurricanes barreled toward the southern state. Everything Democrats tried failed. They thought abortion would be a silver bullet. And yes, they won some votes on the issue. But on the whole, voters didn't buy that they should ignore the economy, the border, and national security over abortion. DeSantis even defeated an abortion amendment in Florida, a first for Republicans since the overturning of Roe v. Wade. All the rest, the indictment, the endless harping on about January 6th, the effort to throw Trump off the ballot, even the confected controversy over a comic telling bad joke fell flat. It turned out that Americans cared more about themselves than about Trump. And they just decided, millions of them, that they were better off under him than under Biden. Congress. Biden was handed a popular majority control both on houses of Congress, a complete mainstream media, in the atmosphere of national emergency during the COVID pandemic, and historians telling him he could be transformational. He blew it all. Time for Joe to slink off to a retirement home, and time for the Democrats to go back to the drawing board. This isn't working, and Americans have had enough. Stand up for what is right in an unjust society. Silence is a crime. Follow us for more updates. Trump, the next POTUS of America. I am the happiest person today to share this news and to accept this reality. It can never be better than this. It would have been a disaster. Thank you. Thank God. Follow us for more of the stand up for what is right. One love.